Microsoft have re-released Windows 10 version 1809, the latest mainstream build of Windows 10. I'm going to right click the Start button and select System and check my Windows version, and it's 1803. So I'm going to use the bootable USB or installation ISO to perform the in-place upgrade. Now I recommend creating the bootable USB in case the upgrade install goes pear-shaped, and then you've always got it to hand. However, you can right click the installation ISO and select Mount and launch the setup.exe from that. Okay, so we'll be asked to look for updates, and then we'll be taken to a license agreement screen, which we'll need to accept to proceed. We'll be asked what we want to keep, and I'm going to select Keep Files and Apps. And once we're ready to install, we can select Install. Okay, so the next steps will take some amount of time. I've sped up the recording substantially. It'll go ahead and install Windows 10, and then it'll get to the stage where it wants to restart your computer. So it'll restart in a few minutes, and we'll see the UEFI by splash screen, and it will work on updates, and it will restart again, and we'll see the UEFI by splash screen. And it will continue to work on the updates. And it will restart once again, and we'll see the UEFI by splash screen. And it will eventually complete the installation. If you have a password on your computer, you'll need to log in. I don't have a password on this one, so it's just going to take me straight to the last few screens of the setup and onto the Windows 10 version 1809 desktop. Okay, so Edge will tell us welcome to the new update. We can also right click the Start button and select System and see we've indeed got Windows 10 1809 now. So if we go to Settings and then System and then Clipboard, we can turn on the new feature Clipboard History. So let's just go into Chrome and let's type in ABCD and right click it and select Copy. And now what we can do is press Windows and V to bring up the paste clipboard, and we can copy another item, and we see that we've got both these items on the paste clipboard. So it's a really handy feature that you might not know about, and it's worth enabling. Okay, so what we want to do next is go to Apps and Features, and we want to check if we've got an OEM driver update program. I don't have any on this, and this computer is a Dell Optiplex 7050. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and download Dell Update for Windows 10. If you're using Lenovo, you should use Lenovo System Update instead, and if you're using HD, you should use HD Support Assistant instead. So these programs essentially scan your computer's hardware and look for your installed driver versions, and if they are drivers and downloads page offer a newer version, it will automatically install it for you. So let's go ahead and install this program. Accept the license agreement, select Next. And now we'll need to select Finish, and then we'll be prompted to restart the computer. So we'll right click the Start button and select Restart. Okay, we get to UEFI by splash screen, back to the login screen, and back to the desktop. So if we go to Start, and in this case look for Dell Update, Now for Dell Update, I found you need to run it as an administrator, otherwise it won't work properly. So I'm right clicking it and selecting Run as Administrator. So Dell Update will now launch, and I can select Check, and it will check the system for driver updates. So here we see we've got some critical updates and we've got some recommended updates. One of the updates in my case is a UEFI BIOS update. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select install, and it will go ahead and download the 6 updates and it will install them. Now for the UEFI BIOS update, it needs to restart the computer and update the UEFI BIOS. So I'll need to select restart here and make sure everything's closed, and I'll get into the UEFI BIOS update screens. Okay, the UEFI BIOS update has completed successfully. And then I'll see the Dell UEFI BIOS splash screen once again, and then I'll be taken to the lock screen if I have a password, and once I've input the password I'll be taken directly to the Windows 10 version 1809 desktop. So it's worth launching Dell Update again, launch it as administrator and just perform another check. Okay, so it tells me my system's up to date. So that's me got the latest mainstream build of Windows 10 and the latest driver updates for it.